What's up, guys? It's Kleschka Picks Week 12. Now, before we get going, I'm going to explain this closet right here. You guys have a lot of questions about the stickers on there. The Lions sticker is like, oh, you say you're a Seahawks fan, but what's with the Lions sticker? And there's some other teams on there too. I'm going to explain that. Also, I'm going to explain this Jets jersey. I'm a Seahawks fan first, and after the Seahawks, I'm actually a Jets fan. I root Seahawks first and Jets second. Those are my two favorite teams. Those are the teams I root for. The Jets are having a bad season, unfortunately. But what are you going to do? All right, so yes, this is a closet door that I've filled up with many stickers. Now, why do I have all these stickers? These are mostly places that I've been or any stickers I could get my hand on. The Lions sticker, you guys ask a lot about that. Last year, I took a trip to Detroit. I went to Ford Field. Football wasn't in season, but I was able to pick up a Lions sticker, so I did that. There's all these other stickers, guys. If you see a place up here, it's most likely somewhere I've been. I've been to USC, picked up a USC sticker. I've been to Petco multiple times. Got Padres stickers. Here's the Detroit sticker from a Tigers game I went to, a Giants game I went to, Padres again. So as you can see, this one's mostly filled up, and I'm trying to start a new one over here. I went to Rams camp. I picked up a Rams sticker. Dodger Stadium, picked up a Dodgers sticker. When we took our trip to Chase Field, I picked up a Diamondback sticker. There's just basically anything you guys see up here is just where I've been in life. And so yeah, that explains the closet and everything up here. You guys have been constantly asking questions about the stickers up here. So yeah, there it is. It's basically just where I've been to and any sticker that I could grab on the way just to put on this closet door. All right, let's get started. You guys hear that? You know what that means. It's time for Thanksgiving football. Detroit and Minnesota. Okay, Minnesota, welcome back. Their defense stepped up last week. Xavier Rhodes had a 100-yard interception touchdown, and Cordero Patterson also returned a kick for 100 yards. Detroit beat Jacksonville in a comeback win. It was actually a pretty good game. I thought the Lions would get that one for sure, but the Jaguars kept fighting. Both of these teams are on one-game winning streaks, but that means one of these teams is about to go on a one-game losing streak. Who do I think is going to go on that one-game losing streak? I think it's going to be Detroit. Minnesota has a bit of confidence from last week, and so does Detroit. They're both off wins, like I said. But I think Minnesota has more confidence. Their defense looked better again. I think Minnesota's going to win 24-17. Washington and Dallas. Detroit and Minnesota were the morning game, and Washington and Dallas will be the afternoon game on Thanksgiving. Dallas is on a 9-game winning streak. That is crazy. And this 9-game winning streak is led by rookies Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott leading the way. And of course, Dez Bryant, the veteran, there to help them out. Washington played Green Bay, and they did not hold back. You thought Green Bay would be the powerhouse offense of that game? No. Kirk Cousins and Robert Kelly had other ideas. They went up for a 40 spot on the Packers. Anyways, I think this impressive Cowboys team is going to take the win. I think it's going to be 28-23. The night game on Thanksgiving, Steelers and Colts. Last week, Pittsburgh got an easy win against Cleveland, and Indianapolis beat Tennessee. However, this week, Indianapolis will be without Andrew Luck, is what I've read. Scott Tolzien is most likely going to be starting for the Colts, which is going to be a downgrade for the whole offense. With Andrew Luck, this would have been a really good game to watch. I think with Andrew Luck out at QB, I think this is going to be an easy win for Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh's going to take the final Thanksgiving game 28-13. Arizona and Atlanta. Arizona was on the losing end of that good game by Minnesota. Atlanta was on a bye week last week, but Atlanta is still one of the hottest offenses in football this season. Arizona is a good defense, don't get me wrong, but I think Atlanta's offense is going to win in the end. I think Arizona is going to be able to keep this close, but I think Atlanta's going to win 24-20. Cincinnati and Baltimore. Baltimore was on the losing end of that Dallas game last week, and Cincinnati played Buffalo, and they lost. Cincinnati also lost two big pieces. AJ Green is going to be out for a couple weeks. Originally, I heard he had a torn hamstring and he was done for season. But I recently read that they're going to avoid surgery. It'll keep him out for a good amount of weeks, but he could be able to return. Outside of AJ Green, Giovanni Bernard tore his ACL. Giovanni Bernard and Jeremy Hill provided a good duo in the backfield for Cincinnati. I think it's going to take a couple games to get used to life without AJ Green for Cincinnati. So I think Baltimore's going to win this game 26-17. Buffalo and Jacksonville. Buffalo's the team that beat Cincinnati last week, and Jacksonville lost to Detroit. Buffalo also suffered an injury with LaShawn McCoy. I heard he is most likely going to play, so that's good for the Bills. Jacksonville fell victim to that Detroit game and lost another game. I feel like this is actually going to be kind of a close game. I think Bills are going to win 21-14. The Titans and the Bears. The Titans offense came back down to earth last week after scoring 70 total points or something like that, and 2 weeks, it looks like the Bears have lost Jay Cutler for season, and I just don't think the Bears are going to be able to win this game. I feel like Tennessee's offense is going to go back to what they were against Green Bay and San Diego, I'm pretty sure. It's the team they scored high against also. So I think Tennessee is going to scorch the Bears 31-13. The Giants and Browns. The Giants played that Bears team last week and won. And the Browns lost to the Steelers. I think this is going to be an easy win for the Giants. That's all I'm going to say. I think the Giants are going to win 24-10. San Diego and Houston. San Diego was on a bye week last week, and Houston played the Raiders in Mexico. Really high elevation. It's like 7,000 feet above sea level. I can't imagine what the players were going through. After giving a week to refresh, I think San Diego is going to come out pretty confident in this game. Houston didn't play too bad in Mexico. The Raiders beat them, but I feel like San Diego is going to win this game, and I think San Diego is going to win 27-14. San Francisco and Miami. San Francisco played New England last week. That's a tough team to be in the first place. Miami played the Rams in Jared Goff's first game, and they also gave him his first loss. It was a pretty low-scoring game, 14-10. Jared Goff didn't do too bad, but he didn't do too good either. He only threw 100 yards, but he also threw no touchdowns and no picks. So it's just like game. I think this game could go either way. What I've noticed from the 49ers is they score a good amount of points, but their defense gives up too many points for them to win. I think that's going to be the case in this game. I think Miami's going to win 24-20. The Rams and Saints. This game is in New Orleans, therefore I think the Saints are going to win. Rams played good defensively last week, but their offense just wasn't there. I feel like they could play good defensively in New Orleans, but Drew Brees is also going to play very good offensively. I think his offense is going to trump over their defense, and I think New Orleans is going to win 28-16. Oakland and Carolina. I feel like this is going to be a good game. Oakland won in Mexico. Carolina played the Saints last week on Thursday, and they won. I feel like this is going to be a heavy offensive game. Carolina's defense is a little new with rookies at key positions. They still need time to learn and get used to the game. I feel like Oakland's going to be able to take advantage of that with their offense, and I think they're going to win 30-27. New England and the Jets. Usually in the past we've actually played some pretty good games against them, but I don't think that's going to be the case this time. The Jets are struggling this season. Our quarterbacks have not been playing good no matter who we put in. New England is just a very hard team to beat, especially when Tom Brady's the quarterback. I think this is going to be an easy one for Tom Brady and the Patriots. I think they're going to win 34-17. Seattle and Tampa Bay. Doug Baldwin threw a touchdown pass to Russell Wilson last week. Oh, sorry. That's wrong. Oh, wait, no, it isn't. Doug Baldwin actually did throw a pass to Russell Wilson last week for a touchdown. The offense is looking good to me. I am super bummed that CJ Prosise got injured for the fact that I am a Seahawks fan, and I just picked him up in fantasy, and he was really going to help me out, and now he's injured. Tampa Bay beat Kansas City last week, and I feel like a lot of people were shocked about that. Tampa Bay is a pretty good offense, but Seattle is a really good defense. And now our offense is starting to pick up. I think this is going to be good for the Seahawks going down the stretch. Sticking to this game, I think Seattle's going to win 30-24. Kansas City and Denver. Denver's coming off a bye week, and they probably could use it too. Denver's defense, of course, is elite. Kansas City took a tough loss against Tampa last week, and their offense is depleting. Macklin, who has not been playing good all season, he's been injured of late too. Their offense has never been really anything amazing, but it's got the job done. However, I don't think it'll get the job done this week. I think Denver's defense is going to step up, and I think they're going to win 21-17. Green Bay and Philadelphia. Aaron Rodgers cannot win the whole game by himself, Packers. Okay? The Packers defense needs to help out Aaron Rodgers. He's playing good games, throwing 300-plus yards, multiple touchdowns, and he's still getting the L for it. That's because they're getting their points on offense, but then the defense is just giving it up. Philadelphia lost last week in Seattle, and I feel like they've been struggling on offense too. They started off hot, and they've kind of cooled down. They also lost Ryan Matthews for a couple games. He got injured. I'm pretty sure he'll be gone for a couple games. If there's a team that the Green Bay defense could get a break against, I think it could be Philadelphia. However, I think they're not going to give up just like 10 points or something. I think it's going to be a pretty good amount of points, but I think Green Bay can still get the win with Aaron Rodgers playing good. I think Green Bay is going to win 28-24. All right, guys, thanks for watching Week 12 of Kleschka Picks. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.